Aljo, between you and me, I think you're starting to get on his nerves.
I think you might be onto something. Come tonight, man, I'm gonna make sure he respects me.
In the lead up to this, there's been, I think, more back and forth than I've seen in a lot of your fights. Obviously, with Jimmy, you had a bit, but for this one, it seems like, I think you're having a bit of fun, but it seems like Pedro's really taking this, like the Pedro, or however you pronounce it, Pedro. It seems like he's taking it a lot personally, right?
Yeah, Mr. Pedro Munhoz. You know what, man? I'm not the commission. They said he failed the test. All I did was bring it back to light and ask what happened. If he wants to get all pissy about that, that's on him. I don't understand how he gets like that from me asking a question. And to be fair, I think 3 or 4 guys that year from his camp at Black House or whatever it was called, they all failed for something similar or the same substance. So where there's smoke, there's fire, my man. So whatever, I just hope I'm getting a fair contest. But either way, I'm going to fight the guy. I'm showing up on the night. I'm doing all this training. I trust in my abilities. And I'm looking to just put a funk down, smack down on him.
One thing that surprised me, actually, is I've been watching your social media, is how many fans get angry at you for bringing it up, like defending it. And I think it's a reasonable thing to bring up. But are you surprised at some of the backlash you're getting? Like, oh, why do you have to bring it up? Why do you have to go there? You get surprised by that?
Actually, kind of surprised, but most of those fans were Brazilian. So, to be fair, if they, like I said, where there's smoke, there's fire. And it's not like he didn't deny it. He said my T levels were high, but there's no explanation for why his T levels were high. He said, you could sleep one day and an extra hour and it goes all the way up to whatever it was. I'm like, dude, I don't know about you, but I get busy in my training camp in terms of training and with my lady. And my T levels, they do not go up. They come down. I don't care how much sleep I'm getting. So if he wants to go out and say he got an extra hour of sleep and it boosted him up, whatever, dude, whatever makes you sleep at night. At the end of the day, you got to live with the decisions you make in your life and your body. And if he was cheating, hopefully when he gets old, his little pecker doesn't work anymore. I'm just kidding. But
no, you're not.
Not really. But that's the consequences you pay for doing these things. People, they cheat now, get the rewards, and then later you live with consequences that you did not know about because you decided to make some decisions that were for the moment. And that's why I stay true to myself and stay away from all that type of shit. Because I don't know what the fuck that type of shit's going to do to my body. You try to cash out now and you pay for it later. I want to have a healthy longevity in my life. And, I see a lot of guys that leave this sport and the sport takes more from them. And I'm just making sure I do the right things by myself in my future. And at the end of the day, I'm just hoping for a fun fight. So,
speaking of being true to yourself, just looking over across the room, Henry Cejudo's over there wearing a crown and a scepter. What do you make of Henry's recent upping of his shtick, I guess?
It's funny, man. You know what? If this was like Pride back in the days, it would be the best thing ever because, you could come down the walkway with the crown on and everything, and it'd actually be super fun, super cool for the fans. I think it's nice to have characters, I think before Henry was just a super weird guy who meant well, but just super weird guy.
I don't necessarily think he's not super weird anymore. But.
Yeah. But I think he's running with it and embracing it, and I think it actually grew on me. Before I was like, I don't know what to make of the guy. He's kind of odd, not a guy I would hang out with, but I think I could actually hang out with him. I'd probably have a few beers with him now. He's kind of grown on me like a little pimple, but he's a cool dude, man. He's a cool dude, and may the best man win on that fight. Marlon's a cool dude too as well. I know we've all had our fair share of words, and that's just me as a competitor. I'm just looking for an edge anywhere I can.
Well, speaking of, you're sharing some time with Henry, potentially that could be coming up very soon for you. Do you watch that fight and think, well, I'm just going to get bang on 135 just in case something happens? This is MMA and someone doesn't make weight or something like that. Are you looking to slip right in there? Or are you just concentrating on Pedro, then the winner of that?
I don't know what it is, but rumors travel fast in this game. And I hear there may be a slight window of opportunity for the night. So come tomorrow morning, I will be making 135 pounds just in case for that insurance. The last thing I want to do is be kicking myself in the ass for not doing a little bit of extra work to get down there. Right now I'm pretty much on weight. I can make it tonight if I needed to. So I'm just chilling out, floating, and just getting ready for tomorrow morning and refuel, feed the machine, as I like to say, and get ready to put on a funktacular show.
Respect, man. There's the thumb.